and not from Germany. They couldn't speak language, German. And then we continued to do the chess for physical handicapped people and children. And then we did it with autism. And then we did it now, our last project is with refugees in Munich. And the idea is, over the chess is a game, to integrate them, for example, refugees or to autism children, to bring them together with the other people, with the other children that they don't have. For us, is that we don't take just the autism children, we take the healthy children, the handicapped children, autism children, and ADHD children together. And if you ask me how we do this, we have several methods to do. We have, for example, chess yoga. We do some exercises for children. With the chess, we are playing with our body the pieces, like it's a king, and we move. It's a rook, it's making front and to the back. It's a bishop, and we do this. Bishop is going on the left, the other on the right. We go like a knight. Knight's going this. Or a small pawn that is in the beginning very small, and he's a hardware. He's growing. On the end, he can become to be a queen. It's a good metaphor for the children that they are afraid in the school, or for children that they have some problems. And we have also mascot. This is called Shahi. Now he can play some chess, I think. And it's in the beginning I brought him to the classes, and I told like, yeah, you know, he would be very happy if he could learn the chess. And I have children with ADHD in a class, and they are normally, you know that, they can't sit all the time, they are moving all the time, they can't concentrate all the time. And the idea is that they have a Shahi here on the nap and taking care of him, that the Shahi can learn, not that he is learning. Shahi is supposed to learn. And then I get him sitting and listening because of Shahi. He's doing this for Shahi, not for him. And we have, when we started, we wanted to explain to children how the pieces are moving. And for some children it's easy, for the other children it's not easy. And we brought like idea with many stories and metaphor. For example, one story is the red light and the green light. It's mean when the king can move, it's mean it's a green light. When it's not allowed, it's a red light. But how you can do this with autism children? You said everything about autism children. I mean, you can't tell them the stories. They can't deal with that. That's a problem with that. With the other children, you can do this. Red light, stop. Green light, you can go. But with them, we took this. It's a green, it's a red. And put it, when we are explaining the chess, we put this as a red light. They can imagine. This is just a magnetic, and put it and make it like a corner, like a quadrant, and you can explain them. And I found out, I have one boy, autism boy with Asperger's syndrome. He came with his mom. He couldn't look at me to the eyes, and he couldn't give me a hand. He couldn't shake the hand. Okay, I'm not an expert for this. I'm not a doctor. Okay, I read about it, and I know that it's his rules. And I didn't give him a hand, I didn't shake his hand, and I accepted him like he is. And what I did is, he couldn't play chess. And we started with explaining of the pieces very, very fast. And if I asked him about one question, he couldn't talk directly to me. He had his mom sitting close to him. He turned to his mom, said this answer that was exactly, and the mom gave me the answer. And it was like 6 months, going like, he was talking, I asked him, he was very involved in learning. And then, but he couldn't talk to me. And after 6 months, it changed. The first time when he answered me the question, and the mom said to me, I'm so happy. It was the first time that my child talked to teacher. And it was, I made some game, because I saw it is too simple for him, it's too fast. I put this on the chessboard, on the big chessboard, one made position like checkmate in 2 moves. And then I said, okay, you have 3 minutes to think about this position. After 3 minutes, I will cover it with a blanket. You won't see this anymore. And it was the clue for him and the other autistic children. I realized they are just too fast for other children. They could imagine this. I thought they can really read this in a picture, the position. And after 3 minutes, he could tell me where the pieces are. He could tell me what is the position, and then, of course, the solving of this checkmate position. And we started, and after some time, he was able, I think it took 1 year to come first time alone with his mom. His mom brought him to our chess academy, to chess school, and he stayed there alone. It was the first time, and the mom said like, I'm so happy, not about chess, that he's learning the chess, it's very nice, all this, but I'm happy that it's the first time for me that I can leave him somewhere alone. And it's one part, and we are also teaching the children with the other needs. It means handicapped, really handicapped children. The blind children, they never saw, they are blind from the beginning, from the birth. And the idea is to do integration over chess. And for a blind boy, that it's a chess quiz. We have this game like when you put on the board some position, and after 3 minutes, when you cover this board, you can, or we ask children, for example, where was the white king? And the children are wanting to give an answer, and I'm giving the ball. They have to do this like this and tell this. Okay, the king is of G1, for example. They're giving the back. We are learning coordination. It's not good coordination from my side, and we are learning also coordination and thinking together. And there's lots of other things what we are.
Dijana, can you make a round up in 3 minutes?
3 minutes. I'm perfect. I'm done. Okay, and I have just a small, like a deer show, to show you the picture, that you can imagine what the kind of children that we are working. Just push here. Thank you.
That's it? Yeah?
That's it?
Yeah, applause.
Yeah, we're sure already.
Yes. We are doing this also with the adults. What I'm doing with my partner, it's also chess thinking for business. And we have already did the seminars in Microsoft, Siemens, or what we are doing with the children. It's our friend Shahi measure. This is a check match to disabilities. It is what I'm doing also. That is a fundraising donation for our foundation. It's many different kind of keeping the chessboard with them. He can't speak and he is in a wheelchair. But I never saw somebody who was so happy playing chess. This is the girl that I told you with a small touchpad. It's her car, pinky car. You can move the pieces. This is with the chess and autism. We are together in cooperation. It's involved in the chess in a school program. That is what I told you about this concentration, to cover it. Playing with the pieces, playing the theater in a school. They are all the kings and the queens. Shahi can play chess as well, but not so well with the other. It's a big tournament. It's a happiness. I think all of us, we have a passion for chess, and we want to give something to the children. That is a refugee from Afghanistan. It is a school for refugees from all over the world. It's the idea is never give up. In autism, I just wanted to try with autism children, and what I realized, I had a different kind of Asperger's syndrome, and they learn on different way. Some of them, they were more open. They were talking to me, asking me, and even, you know, shaking me when I was walking. The other didn't talk too much.
But eventually, how they came? One, say, example, how you brought autistic to initial knowledge in chess. How they understand the map?
Ah, okay. How did I put this fence around of the king? I put this. I told once. I explained to children in normal school. It's like you have to put the king in a prison.
It's a normal.
It's a normal base. And then I explained to autistic children, and I showed them how the cage, the fence, it looks like. I put this on the board, and I say, okay, that is a prison of your king. And